our second trainer for today, Hazem Ibrahim. His training session, Unleash the BA within you. Unleash the BA within you, Hazem Ibrahim. Hazem, the floor is yours.
Thank you very much, our MC for today, DTM Wafa Salman. And good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
Business analysis. It's a business and analysis. So today, I'll take you into adventure to unleash the business analysis in you. Before that, let me introduce myself once more. I have more than 20, let me just take this here. Okay. I have more than 20 years of experience in IT software projects. I'm a senior business analyst, and I have a couple of certifications in business analysis, one from PMI and one from the IIBA, which is International Institute of Business Analysis. I'm also certified PMP, which is Project Management Professional, certified ACB, which is Agile Certified Practitioner, and ICB, which is another certificate for Agile, and definitely I'm certified IA. It's strong. It's IADT from you know the institute. I forgot what the institute. Highfield, definitely. So this is about me. About we. So these are the rules for today. First of all, we are human beings and we are there to create rules. So remember that rules are made to be broken. Second thing, as DTM Sandowall said, let's have fun while we are learning, because having fun while learning will make sure that we learn everything. Rule number 3, keep your mics off until you are asked to open your mic or until you need to ask question. 5, keep your camera on because I need to see all your faces while I'm speaking. And number 6, did you realize that there was no rule number 4? So we have only 4 rules. Today, I'm going to cover a few items. First, what is analysis and who is business? Next, what are the benefits of business analysis? And did you hear about requirements? So what are requirements? And what are business analysis skills? What are the skills needed for business analysis? And what are the required tools and techniques to perform business analysis? Next, how can we conduct business analysis? What are the processes? What is the framework for do that? And then let's do it by ourselves. At the end, I'll be more happy to listen to your questions. First, let me tell you a story. This is Alfredo. Alfredo works as a business analyst and he works with Basia. Both of them work in the same organization. And one time Basia came and she said that I had a business issue. I have a problem which I need to address. It's regarding one of the objectives of our organization. So to resolve this business issue and to make sure that it's really linked well with the objectives for her organization, she asked Alfredo, the business analyst, who sat with her, and he started collecting her requirements. He started listing her requirements. He asked her about the business requirements, what needs to be done, and how to do this. And then they worked together. They had a fruitful session. They put everything. After that, they celebrated coming to the right solution. So in the chat, you will find me sharing a link. Just let me get the link. In that link, you have to write 3 words about what you might get now as what is business analysis. What's analysis about? What's business analysis about? So I'll give you 3 minutes to start writing 3 things about what you know from Alfredo and Pasia and their story about business analysis. Profitability, numbers, search, research, ethics. Can we have more? Comparison and variance, figures, ask. So are we all done? Can I see summed up for everyone who put his remarks? Who else? Dr. Makhlouf, DTM Fatma, Joseph. Very good. So these are very nice words about business analysis. Requirement is there, communication, process, profession, evaluation, profitability, strategy, numbers, decision making. But let's see what are the 2 main figures in the world saying about business analysis. So in the world, there are 2 organizations who are really cares about business analysis. The International Institute for Business Analysis, which is in Canada. It says that business analysis is a practice. It's a practice of enabling change. So it's all about the change, how to enable that change. We're in an enterprise, and everything can be an enterprise. You can be enterprise, your business as a dentist, as educator, as a businessman can be an enterprise by defining the need. So the seed of business analysis is the need. And the need can be either only a need, like I need to get something, or a problem, and recommending a solution for that need, which will deliver value to the stakeholders. Stakeholders, anyone who will benefit from this solution, anyone who suffers from that problem, anyone who requires that need. So 3 words: need, solution, and value. While PMI, which is the project management of an institute, it says that business analysis is nothing but the application of knowledge, skills, tools, and techniques to determine problem or identify needs. So again, is the need. For those needs, deliver a viable solution to meet those needs and elicit requirements and manage those requirements in order to get your objectives. For me, I see it's all about stakeholders. Anyone who has interest in your organization, interest in you, interest in your business. So business analysis, it can be defined as a technique used to liaise between various stakeholders in order to understand the basic or the business needs, structure, policy, operations, to find or help the organization desire to achieve its desired objectives. So again, business analysis, it focuses on the need. It focuses on what you are aspiring to get and your current situation. Your current situation is, these are my business objectives and I need to extend the business. So how to go from this side to this side, how to fulfill this need by finding the right solution. This is the business analysis. From this, can you tell me why do we need business analysis? Can I have some thoughts in the chat, like according to the definition and the story, why do we need business analysis? Why do you think that we need the business analysis? Can you give me some thoughts in the chat? To be an entrepreneur, to be successful, whatever we do, identify the need. This is one aspect. To determine competitive edge. Do business successfully? Yes, to get the value. So we can summarize all of this in these few points. First of all, do you know what is the difference between effective versus efficient? Can I see someone? Do you know what is effective versus efficient? Anyone? Yes, sure.
I think efficiency leads to effectiveness. Effectiveness means the end result, and efficiency means we do in the best way, or
Yes.
whatever possible.
Almost. See, effective is doing the right thing. You might do everything efficiently. I might go and play football efficiently, but do I really need to play football? I might have two choices. One of them will take me to the end of the mountain, but the other one will take me to the river. So do I need to go to the mountain or to the river? Which one is effective for me? Which business solution or which project or which way doing the business is the best way for me? So effective is selecting the best or the right solution that will take me to, will make me reap benefit, reap value. But efficient, I can do anything efficiently. Either it will get me a value or not. So we always look for effectiveness, and business analysis look for effectiveness. On the contrary, project management is doing things in a right way, but not doing the right things. That will lead us to second thing, which is a feasibility study. A feasibility study is discussing or studying everything about the solution and tell you that this solution will get you a right thing or not. It's better to select this solution over this solution. In business analysis terms, we call this a business case. So a business case gives you maybe 2 alternatives, 3 alternatives, and tell you that those are the alternatives that we found, and this is the pros and cons for this one, pros and cons for this one, and it's your turn as a business owner to select which alternative will suit you better. Next, to increase the ROI. And ROI is the return on investment. So for each dollar, for each dinar, for each Egyptian pound, for each whatever you are paying, you need to get more. So suppose that I'm starting a project or I'm starting a business that I will spend 100 dinars. So I need the return to be like 200, 300. Not I will spend 100 dinar and I'll get like 90 dinars. So to increase the ROI, this is one benefit of conducting a business analysis session or having business analysis. Next, defining business requirements. Each organization, each enterprise, or you as a person, you have your own goals in life. You have your own objectives. And as DTM Wafa said one time, those objectives should be smart. But how to achieve those objectives? By breaking them down into a business requirement. So defining those requirements and refining those requirements, this is the main job of a business analyst. Now, we talk about requirements. What are requirements? And what are the types of requirements? Requirements are capabilities for any system, for any solution that make the solution viable, makes the solution has value. And requirements are divided into 4 categories. First one is the business requirement. Business requirements are always tied and linked to organization or business level. It's either an opportunity you want to seek. For example, business requirement as I want to increase my market exposure by 20%. I need to have a full vision for my customers. I need to increase my sales by 10%. I need to get more penetration into the market. So these are business requirements. But to achieve those business requirements, you need to do something else. You need to have stakeholder requirements. Stakeholders are nothing but a group of people. For example, my organization focuses on food. So definitely I have a kitchen department, or I have an inventory people, or I have a sales people, or I have a marketing people. So to get a penetration or to get a big share of the market, I need to satisfy each group needs, because my big business requirement is I want to have a big market share. So how to have a big market share? I need to have a cheaper goods, a cheaper food. I need to have a good quality food. I need to have a good quality marketing plan. I need to have salespeople to give me their sales plans. So I need to help them to achieve small requirements, small goals. So these stakeholders, they have their own stakeholders requirements that I need to address. So business requirements come down to stakeholder requirements. But to fulfill those requirements, I need something called solution requirement. And solution not necessarily to be an IT, not necessary to be a software. We can have a process reengineering. Maybe, do you know what is the most successful restaurant for fast food restaurant in the whole world? Any idea? What is the most successful fast food?
McDonald's.
Yes, McDonald's. Yes, and why McDonald's?
They are
Any
fast.
idea?
They are fast.
Yeah. They are not only fast, they are fast. They have their own rigid process of creating the food. Everything is documented and everything is written and everything is working seamlessly. If they have a new employee, they put him in a course or in a training session that he knows everything from the beginning to end. And the whole organization or the whole process seems like they are robots. They used to take fresh graduate people and put them as managers. Why? Because they take cheaper salaries and they only follow the process. It's a process thing. So the solution itself, they don't have a software solution, they have a process. So process re-engineering might be a solution for you. And finally, the last part is transition requirement. So for those people to get into work, they might need training. So transition requirement might be training, or it might be data migration, or anything that will take us from the current situation, the current solution, to the next solution. So these are the four main requirements that we need while we are conducting business analysis: the business requirement, stakeholder requirement, solution requirement, and finally, transition requirement. Are we good? Good.
Yes.
So who is Alfredo? And what title might Alfredo take to make business analysis? Alfredo can be
Magician.
either.
Magician.
Yes, he's a magician because he might be a business
Yes.
architect. He might be a business system analyst. He might be a data analyst. He might be enterprise analyst, management consultant. So anyone with the title of management consultant, he can be a business analyst, process analyst, product manager, product owner, requirement engineer, or system analyst, or anything. You, like a father, imagine that Dr. Makhlouf, you want to achieve an objective, but you need to really know what is behind that objectives. That's will come when you know the tools. So a father might be a business analyst, a mother might be a business analyst, anyone. And believe me, business analysts, they get good money these days. So try to be one of them. But to be a business analyst, you need a set of skills. So let me share with you again. You can go to the same link and tell me, not the same link, just in the chat. Tell me in the chat, what might be the skills required for a business analyst? So Alfredo, what does Alfredo need to conduct a business analysis session? Knowledge, yes. What other skills? Alfredo, yes. DTM Fatma, listening skills, good listening skills. Yes, data management, Rajesh, comprehension. Question, you mean asking questions, Dr. Makhlouf? Data analysis. Research. Yeah, definitely, be my friend. Yeah, all these are great skills and capabilities that a business analyst should be able to do. But I'll summarize them into having analytical skills, because he will have huge amount of data and information, and he needs to analyze them and store them and categorize them, put them into categories and link all of them to respected stakeholders. Also, as said, he not only needs to ask questions, he doesn't need only to have a good listening skills, he must be able to communicate effectively. That's why he must be a Toastmaster. So communication skills is important. And decision making. Now he need to make a lot of decisions, that he need to agree on this requirement. This is within the scope of the solution proposed, or this was not the solution. This is agreed, this is not agreed on. So he should have a decision making skills as well. Facilitation. He will sit with many stakeholders, C-levels, management, employees. He has his own team, so he should possess a very good facilitation skills. And influence. He needs to tell them that this is right and this is wrong, because every and each business analyst, he has a knowledge in the field, so he has to influence his people. Leadership. He has his own team and he has to lead them. He has to resolve conflicts, so he has to be a very good leader. Learning skills, as it was said, knowledge and skills, because he has to learn the new concepts, the new tools, the new techniques. And presentation skills, because he will have all those requirements, propose a solution, and go to the executive and tell him that this is the proposed solution because of 1, 2, 3, 4. So presentation skills as well. Problem solving techniques. And finally, system thinking. And these are not all the skills that a business analyst should possess. And if you can say that these skills we can find where? We can find in Toastmasters. So every Toastmasters is a seed of a business analyst. You can do business analysis anywhere. You have the communication skills, facilitation, leadership, and presentation skills. So definitely you can be a business analyst. But how can you do that? How can you conduct a real business analyst session? It takes a lot of time, a lot of effort. To start, you have to know the need. You have to make need assessment. You have to get into the real need of your stakeholders. Either it's a problem or a real need. You need to increase your sales, or you have a problem with the regulatory department in somewhere. Then after finding the real need, you have to start planning for what are the deliverables that you need to have. How shall you conduct the session for elicitation? Where are you going to have them? What is the quality of the deliverables? And lots of things. So planning, it's always said that fail to plan is, or plan to fail is fail to plan, right? So for this, planning is the core thing in business analysis. Next, you have to do something called the requirement elicitation. And we stopped saying requirement gathering long time back. Why? Because requirements are not fruits on the tree that you will go find them and gather them. No, requirements, you have to work hard to elicit the requirements from the stakeholders, because many times they tell you something while they need something else. So you have to make sure that requirements are really captured and approved by the stakeholders 100%. That's why we have requirement traceability and monitoring. You have version 1 of the requirement, and this requirement number 1, which let's say increase the market share, it belongs to the CEO or CEO of this, or to the assistant director of this, and the second requirement belongs to this, and this is version number 1. And after approval, it has been changed to this version, and after approval, so we have the whole trace of the requirements, how it begins and how it ends. And after having all of this, you have solution evaluation. You propose a solution, either it's a system, an IT system, or a processor engineering, or whatsoever. So you create it and you make sure that how to assess this solution after applying. So that's why all business analysts, they are there before the project starts and after the project starts. While usually project managers stay only within the project, but business analysts, they are there before the birth of the project and after the delivery of the project. And now let's come to before doing this, don't go to a business analysis session empty-handed. Now let's go to the same link and let's write 3 of the tools or techniques that you might think required by a business analyst. Can we do this? Can we go to the same link? I'll put it again. I need you to think about 3 tools or techniques that business analyst might need while conducting his work, performing his work. Yes, monitoring and audit. Brainstorming, yes. Organization benchmark, very good. Planning phase. Okay. Now you are mixing the tools and the skills. We have mentioned that communication is a skill, not a tool. Monitoring and audit, ethics again, Excel. Very good. So let me share with you some of the skills that required, some of the tools that are required by a business analyst to conduct his work. First, acceptance and evaluation criteria. At the end of the business analysis session, we will come with a solution, and we need to know that this solution is accepted or not. And how can we judge that? By applying the evaluation criteria. So from the beginning, we need to say that this system should be accepted by applying those criteria. And definitely, it was mentioned brainstorming. We need to have more ideas and creative ideas, and we cannot do that without evaluation, without brainstorming. And data flow diagrams. At the end, we will have some processes that we need to present to our stakeholders. So we can do that using data flow diagrams, estimation. Definitely, we need to know how long or how much this criteria or this requirement will take. That's why we need estimation. And focus group. And focus group differs from brainstorming. It takes place with experienced people in a certain field. So for example, we might need dentists as a focus group to tell us how to achieve this kind of business criteria or stakeholder criteria. Interviews, one-to-one interview, how to conduct an interview. So interviews are a very powerful technique while eliciting or while getting information from the stakeholders. Observation. Sometimes we don't want to have direct interviews. Sometimes we say that we need to have job shadowing. Job shadowing and observation are synonyms. We need to sit behind the man who is doing the job and just take observation what he is doing. Then we discuss it. Persona. Persona is a very good technique while conducting business analysis because sometimes we need to imagine the stakeholder and what does he need, what does he want. Prioritization, it's obvious. Prototyping, reviews, root cause analysis, and 5 whys are a very good techniques to know what is the real problem. Root cause analysis, sometimes we call it fishbone diagram or Ishikawa diagram. It's a very powerful tool to get the real need or the real problem. SWOT analysis, use case, and user stories. So these are not all the techniques and tools, but are also some techniques and tools. Now, are you ready? Are you ready to start having your own business case and start thinking about it? This is a simple but an interesting case happened in the States. It's called the vanilla ice cream allergic car. It said that you can take a picture because you would be divided into 2 groups. Your company or you work for an automotive company, and the last C-level meeting, they found that there are lots of complaints about the latest model. One person keeps sending them that the car is not starting after he is shopping, and he loves vanilla. So once he go for a vanilla, the car doesn't work, doesn't start. He buys vanilla ice cream, car doesn't start. But when he go and select any other flavor, the car starts. So it seems that the car is allergic to vanilla. So you and your team need to discuss this case and find the solution for this peculiar case. And don't Google it, don't Yahoo it, don't search the internet for this one. So moderator, can we have 2 groups to discuss this case and come with the requirements and the solution of how to solve it? Welcome back. So can we have Team A start telling us what are the findings? How did they find?
Sindhumol was the leader.
Okay, Sindhu, start.
Good evening, everyone. Our team was so actively participated in the discussion. Anyway, the car has nothing to do with ice cream, of course, and nothing to do with the taste or the flavor of the ice cream. That is for sure. The next thing is there could be a magnet in that area that will start working. Maybe, this vanilla particular ice cream, I don't know how it relates. There is a possibility that there could be a magnet. There was a suggestion like that. But if it is the case of magnet or some other environmental factor, it need not be for vanilla alone. Means that vanilla flavor has something to do with it. That particular ice cream has some impact. It may be longer duration. It is something relating to the car motor. It may be longer duration sitting there or shorter duration waiting there and restarting. So the time for restarting and the time of stopping, the gap has to be analyzed. As a business analyst, we should go to other shops as well where the vanilla ice cream and other flavors are being served. With this, we can find a solution how to fix the problem.
Super. Thank you very much, DTM Sendo. And let's go to the other team.
Yes, DTM Hazem. Well, as we came to know that his car is once he stopped, it does not start working again, right? So it has nothing related to the ice cream flavor, because that will be very lame to think about. So what is happening is the man is going, we have two things, that he is either going to different shops, like where he has to buy the vanilla ice cream, and another shop to buy the other products or the other flavors. And in the first shop, which is for the vanilla ice cream, he needs to wait there to get his ice cream, and that makes him to stop the car, get the ice cream, come back, it's not working. But when he go to the other shops, it is like in the road, pick up, and he don't need to stop the car, and then the car is not stopping with the other flavors. Another thing, maybe like Josephine was saying, I believe, what you were saying, Josephine? Oh my God, Josephine, what did you say? Josephine, unmute yourself, say something, Rajesh. I forget the other part, which is, I believe, that he enjoys his ice cream for the vanilla more. I believe that what she was saying, that he enjoy it more, so he needs to wait. He closed the car, he enjoy the ice cream, and when he tries to open it, it's not opening, something like that. These are the finding, and what we wanted to do is to go with this guy maybe to both shops and see what is happening, and if he is waiting and closing or not. And yeah, that's all from
Thank
our
you
side.
very much, DTM Arij, and thank you very much, DTM Sendumol. Actually, the key word that you have said is time and waiting. The guy was going to the same shop. Every time he was going to the same shop to get either the vanilla or the other flavors. When he contacted the customer support and the engineers went to him because they didn't believe that it has nothing to do with the vanilla, they discovered that since vanilla is the most required and the most running items, the shop keeps two fridges, two things to sell the vanilla ice cream at the beginning of the shop. But other flavors, they are not running as well, so they keep only one store and it's at the back. So it is time. They discover that he takes less time when he gets the vanilla and he goes the car fast, the car doesn't start. But when he go and takes the other flavors from the back, he takes more time. And when they analyze the data and they analyzed the time is taken, they discover that the car needs more time to cool down before it starts. So yes, it's the time. Yes, it's the waiting, but the effect is on the car because the car needs more time. That's how they get to the root cause of that situation, and the requirement was conducted and they have fixed the thing. With this, I'm happy to tell you that now you are officially a business analyst and you get the tools, you get the techniques, and it's up to you to get the skills. And if you need anything or any question, you can just ask me or contact me on any of these social medias. Or thank you. And back to you. Yes.
I have a question. Yes. How we can be a business analyst? Because is it a matter our background, or any background can go ahead with a business analyst?
Anyone can be a business analyst. If you want to be a professional business analyst, this is another thing. And you need to have a certification. And there are only two organizations that give certification in business analysis. The first one is IIBA, which is International Institute of Business Analysis, which gives you a CBAP certification, Certified Business Analyst Professional. The other one is BMI. It gives you a BBA, which is a Professional Business Analyst. This is in kind of certification. But to be a business analyst, I can recommend, or I can send you some books that you can read and apply the tools and techniques on any process. The business analyst, he is the one who bridges the gap between the current situation or the current state and the future state. He is a catalyst that enables change. He is only a liaison between the business people and the solution or technical people.
Thank you so much.